everyone, my name is April and this is Thrifted Transformations, the show where I go thrifting for old clothing and transform them into something new. In this episode, I'm transforming the black denim dress that was in my Savers haul video right here, and a lot of you guys requested for this one to be transformed next, so I hope you guys enjoy it and let's get started. I found this skirt for $5 from Savers and I love that it's high-waisted and fits me, but I don't know how to feel about the rest of the skirt. What I'm thinking about doing is cutting the skirt into a mini skirt and using the rest to turn it into an overall. Since we need to keep the button and zipper functional to get in and out the overall, I won't be able to do a pocket, but we'll be adding buttons down the center front instead. Now that we kind of have an idea what we want to do, let's start reconstructing. Measure where you want your skirt to be shortened and add your seam allowance. If you're unsure about how short it's going to be, give yourself a few extra inches and try it on first before cutting more. It also helps to have someone mark it while you're wearing it because I did it on myself and it ended up being too short, so I had to add a strip to the bottom. Moving on to the bottom section of the skirt, I designed the shape of the front overall. Since the center front is going to have buttons, I added 1.5 inches for seam allowance. The shape is very simple to design because it's all straight lines, and it's really up to you and how you want yours to look like. I just started out with something like this and made adjustments to it later. I know all my crazy marking lines look confusing, but it's just because I kept messing up and had to draw new lines. This is what it looks like. Next, fold over the center front and sew it down. After trying on the skirt with the front overall, I made adjustments to the shape. Then go ahead and hem the top and sides. Design how the back of the overalls will look like and cut it out. Since mine has a U-shaped back, I made a little facing for it because it'll be challenging for me to hem the curve. Next, I cut out 2-inch strips to make the straps. Now we can add the straps to the back piece and hem the sides. Once the front and back overall pieces are made, I placed it behind the waistband and top stitched it down. Then I can measure the straps to fit me and sew them in place. Lastly, I got these no-sew jean buttons from Joann, and they're a little bigger and a slightly different color than the one on the skirt, but it's not too noticeable. This was my first time applying these kinds of buttons and it was a complete fail. I highly recommend buying extra packs to practice on because I only had 6 and messed up on 3. It turns out I was pounding them way too hard when it only takes 3 or 4 taps to get them in place. Since I needed one more button, I ran to the store, but it turned out I bought them all the first time and ended up finding a hand sew button that looks similar enough. To make the buttonholes, I marked the size of the button and adjust the size of my presser foot. You'll have to change your stitch settings to a buttonhole stitch, and the presser foot does all the work for you. Afterwards, just cut the middle open. Here is the final transformation. the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And before I go, I wanted to give a big shout out to ZooShoe.com for providing me these awesome shoes to pair with my outfits. I'll put the links to their website down in the description box, so check them out. See you guys next time. Bye!